Today, the members of the Science and Security Board move the hands of the Doomsday Clock forward. We move the clock forward the closest it has ever been to midnight. It is now 90 seconds to midnight.
Isn't it ironic that if you talk about the end of times prophecy, some people will consider you a member of a fringe element or a religious fanatic? And yet, the basis for prophecy and for setting the doomsday clock are exactly the same. In other words, man's attitude towards his fellow man and the environment. Perhaps it's time to take another look, now that the scientific scenario of the future is converging with prophecy. The signs for the midnight scenario and the end of times are quite similar, as will now be illustrated by 11 examples of apparent correlations between the doomsday scenario and ancient as well as present-day prophecies. The list is presented in no particular order of importance and is not intended to be exhaustive. Number 1. The doomsday scenario predicts global political instability and leadership crises. In prophecy, we see the appearance of false saviors, leaders who offer solutions to problems of mankind that are devoid of spiritual knowledge, also known as the golden calf-like solutions. Number 2, pandemics. In prophecy, we hear about pestilences and disease epidemics. Number 3, drought and famine. Very similar in prophecy. We hear droughts and famines. Number 4, the doomsday energy crisis. In prophecy, some interpretations of biblical prophecies about the end of times fit current situations, like the energy crisis, which could be interpreted as a form of societal disruption and hardship affecting many people globally. Number 5, depletion of Earth's resources. The reckless accumulation of material wealth from the exploitation of the Earth's resources we see in prophecy. Number 6, in today's world, a breakdown of diplomacy. In prophecy, Isaiah 10 from the Bible said, "Take counsel together, but it will not hold." Number 7, the threat of weapons of mass destruction. In prophecy, continued wars and threats of additional wars. Number 8, environmental disasters. In prophecy, predictions of earthquakes, floods, fires, hurricanes, tornadoes, and volcanic eruptions. Number 9, the doomsday scenario of incinerating supernovas or bright stars, life-obliterating black holes, and the depleting ozone layer. The signs in the heavens will foretell the end of times according to prophecy. Number 10, a breakdown of law and order. For example, terrorism and violent riots. In prophecy, lawlessness, inhumanity of man to fellow men. Number 11, the potential negative impacts of artificial intelligence. In prophecy, the decline of the spirit in man. What to make of prophecy? Prophecies are not about putting fear in you. Rather, all prophecies are intended for the salvation of the spirit, which is the real living essence of man. The physical experiences of physical joy or suffering that may accompany the prophecies are only secondary. A sincere and strong desire for spiritual awakening and enlightenment will help a spirit to survive and realize the great blessings promised in prophecies. As of January 28th, 2025, the Doomsday clock was set to 89 seconds, the closest it has ever been to midnight.